In a world filled with gangsters, stoners, incels, more gangsters, pimps, prostitutes, hustlers, more stoners, confused stoners, pirates, male lovers, slave owners, Mexicans, skinheads, arrogant old people, the boogeyman, refrigerators, Betsy, angry doggos, black angry doggos, dead people, famous dead people, village people, chickens, monkeys, lot of monkeys, monkey mages, squatting hobbits, Satan, cockroaches, and angry birds. One man with no brains, no muscles, and no real purpose in life must fight to survive against all odds because a blind old man with a sexy voice told him so. This is Gothic 2, Night of the Raven. Hello, hello, hello. What's up, guys? Ready to start up Gothic 2, Night of the Raven. A logical continuation for me from my recently finished Gothic 1 Let's Play series. One of the finest RPGs of all time, in my opinion, next to Gothic 1. Unrivaled atmosphere, soundtrack, world building, quests, characters, dialogues, character progression. I wish more games since then and today would follow the same ingredients. Try to incorporate at least 50% of the things Piranha Bytes got absolutely nailed on with this one. It's 2023 at the time of recording. Honestly, I would much rather prefer to play a game like this for the 10th time, to try out the same old repetitive, vapid role-playing games that flood the market today with their fancy graphics, artworks, marketing campaigns, and all that bullshit. Well, a lot of them, you know who you are, should focus a lot more on the important stuff that these classics got right, creating a world where the players just can't wait to get immersed in, swallowed up, and lost. And that's the reason why we take the time out of our busy lives to sit by and just basically sit in front of the screen for a few dozens of hours, forget about our daily struggles until we finally beat the game. And Gothic 2 is one of those occurrences for me. Now, adding on to the gold edition, I've also installed the usual, the player kit, system pack, as well as you can see, the gold Remaster Mod is there to improve graphics and visuals a bit, and at the same time stay true to the original story and gameplay. So let's get it on. See ya after the movies and the prologue.
A single prisoner altered the fate of hundreds, but he paid a high price for it. He defeated the Sleeper, destroyed the barrier, but while all the other prisoners escaped, he remained behind in the rubble. It was I who dispatched him against the Sleeper. Now it is I who brings him back from there. He is weak and has forgotten much, but he is alive. He's back. There you are again. I never thought the two of us would meet again.
I feel like I spent 3 weeks lying under a load of rocks.
Well, so you did. Only the magic within your armor kept you alive. I had feared I might not be able to rescue you from the debris of the temple, but enough of that. You're here now. There's a new threat that we have to deal with. After the fall of the barrier and the banishment of the sleeper, Beliar's wrath has grown even greater. A mighty artifact, so it is written in the old scriptures, will be brought back to this world when the god of darkness sends his henchmen out to search. This search has long since begun. Beliar's henchmen are desecrating the oldest shrines of the gods. The guardians of these holy places have awakened, and their wrath makes the earth tremble. Every powerful magician on this island can sense this wrath. And some of them have certainly begun to face the threat. You must become their ally. That's the only way to stop Beliar.
At least we have enough time now. I did it. The sleeper
has been banned. You vanquished him, so much is true. But it's not within our power to stop the war that ensues now. With his final furious scream, the sleeper has set into movement the armies of darkness. It was an order to all evil creatures, a word of power that they were all bound to obey. His last order was, "Come," and they came, all of them, even the dragons.
Dragons?
They are creatures of an ancient power. I can sense their presence, even here. And they have gathered an entire army of lowly servant creatures around them.
Where's this army now?
The army is camped not far from here, in the Valley of Mines near Corinus, and they're getting ready to attack. We do not have much time left.
What can we do?
This time we cannot handle it by ourselves. Only the power of Innos will help us against these dragons. A group of paladins is stationed in the city of Corinus, not far from here. They possess a powerful artifact which could help us to defeat the dragons. They call it the Eye of Innos. You need to get hold of this artifact. Tell the paladins about the threat. You must convince their leader to support us. And once you have talked to him, you need to find the artifact of Beliar. It is the counterpiece to the Eye of Innos. It must not fall into the hands of evil.
What exactly is the Eye of Innos?
It's an amulet. Legend has it that Innos himself was poured part of his power into this amulet. It will restore some of your lost strength and help us defeat the dragons. It also has some other hidden powers. I shall tell you more about that once the amulet is yours.
Why would the paladins give me the Eye of Innos?
Because you are the one who is destined to wear it.
How can you claim to know that?
There are a number of reasons. The most important being, you have defeated the sleeper. If you weren't a favorite of the gods, you'd be dead by now.
Let's assume you're right and I'm destined to bear the Eye of Innos. How would the paladins know that's true?
The eye itself chooses the one who may wear it. Once you get hold of it and put it on, the paladins cannot doubt your words any longer.
How can I get to the city?
Just follow the path from here through the mountains. The city is large. You cannot miss it, but watch out. The path to town is not without dangers, and you aren't nearly as strong as you once were.
I need weapons.
I can only give you whatever little I have here. Look around in my tower. Anything that looks useful to you, you can have.
I'll be on my way as fast as I can.
Good. And one more thing. Don't tell anyone that you've talked to me. Above all, don't tell any magician. Since I have gone into exile, the Circle of Fire has taken me for dead, and that's a good thing.
And so it begins. New threats. Dragons, armies of darkness. Some guy just wanting to get his hands on an evil artifact of Beliar. We all know that's the Claw of Beliar. All kinds of threats, all kinds of nasty beings await us. And just like at the end in Gothic 1, Zardes is our mentor. Basically brought us back to life, resurrected us, and dragged us here. I mean, dragged us, that's not the word I was looking for, but teleported us. And made us capable to withstand everything that's in front of us right now.
Can you tell me anything about this stone tablet?
First, I suspected it might be a magical artifact, but I finally concluded that it is not of any great significance. I have not been able to decode the meaning of this tablet entirely, but it seems to concern the history of a very old culture. If you want the tablet, it's yours. I have no use for it.
Alright, then I'll keep that in mind.
Where exactly are we?
As I already said, near the city of Corinus. I have rebuilt my tower here.
But it's only been a few days since we last saw each other in the
That
Valley of
angle.
Mines.
The servants I summoned to build my tower have done a thorough job.
You can say that again.
That angle.
Where can I find better equipment?
The closest place where you can get better weapons and armor is the city of Corinus. But down in the valley, you can find some healing herbs that will help you if you get injured in a fight. See the lake right in front of my tower. A secret passage leads to the valley from there.
I'll definitely keep that in mind. Secret Valley, west of the lake. I mean, not west of the lake. It's the left lake.
Why is the Circle of Fire not supposed to know about you?
I used to be a high member of the Circle. Even then, I suspected that demon magic might be the key to the magic barrier. But I could never have convinced the other members of the Circle to follow this path. So I left the Circle in order to study the black arts. That is a crime for which the fire magicians, the ordained of Enos, the ever good and virtuous, will accept no excuse. They are certain that I'm still alive, but they have no idea where to find me, and that's a good thing too.
So what should we do next?
We shall proceed as planned. There's no other way. You can go get yourself the Eye of Enos, and I shall keep looking for answers.
Right, proceed as planned then. Let's just gather up everything we can find in Zardes' tower, because he gave us the okay to loot up everything he has available. We picked up the branch already. Let's go get that potion. And this chest, whatever this holds. Yeah. Got ourselves a nifty fireball. Definitely will prove itself useful in the future. Let's get up. Nice ping. Wouldn't mind having that in my living room. Beliar statue. Pray to it, but I'll skip that right now. You can try your luck with that just to get a ability boost, but it's not 100% guaranteed. And you donate help points. Right, let's read all of these because each gives you 25 experience. even though they're repetitive pieces of info. Yeah, Dex, Elixir, all of that good stuff. And the last one, the way of battle. And this chest, much, it's honest work. Oh, what's with the stuttering? Remaster Mod makes everything look way better. We'll be able to notice that as soon as we get out this tower, especially the foliage and vegetation over there. You can see in this tower as well that the textures are different and enhanced. Nice touch, I must say. Don't usually play with mods, but I think this is a good occasion doing so. 2 more fireballs. Give them here. Some items have different textures as well, like the water bottle. And many more. Pretty sure the mushrooms have different textures. This wasn't here in the standard edition. Nice touch as well. GG's. Couple of plants, even rare ones. Even goblin berries. Yep. A belt, strength belt. Snapperweed. Be a dragon root. Yep. There we go. These are permanent stat increasing plants. Dragon root and goblin berries. Definitely search for all of those that we can find in Khorinis, and not only in Khorinis. Later on. Looking to do a strength build, probably. A dragon hunter run. I haven't done that in years, and usually I play as a fire mage. But yeah, this is a good occasion to just do something different. Why not? Fire mage run is definitely more difficult in the first chapters, but you're OP later on. Dragon hunter is probably more of a balanced run. You need to make sure you increase the right stats and you pick a build and stick to it. And you need to have a bit of know-how how to do that. Strangely enough, the graveyard music's playing around here. Can't remember that being a thing in the gold edition standard one. I can hear a couple of zombies just screeching and some goblin skeletons. That's weird. Haven't noticed that before. Wonder why that's a thing. Won't use cheats just to find out, but definitely haven't noticed that in my previous runs. And now, yeah, this is definitely different. Shadows, lighting, vegetation, all that good stuff. Please don't stutter, sir. Oh, and a sheepy. Haven't armed this heavy branch yet. And you're done, son. then. You can hear a goblin. Let's face it. Four whacks, and it's gone. I can hear a couple of more goblins beyond that entrance over there, but we'll get to that in just a few seconds. Till then, let's pick up everything we can, including a useful short bow. Should be a few steps up. And some potions. Definitely useful loot to have at the start of the game. Yeah, short bow, potions, and pick up all the arrows. Focused arrows again. Alright then. Now we can explore that cave that Zardus mentioned, and that should lead us to a couple of goblins. What do you call them? Cockroaches. Field raiders, yeah. But easier ones, smaller ones. And then Lester's Valley. Who could forget Lester? Combat's looking good. Definitely an improvement from Gothic 1's combat, and I shouldn't even mention the key bindings. That's not even a contest between Gothic 1 and Gothic 2. Many people stay away from Gothic 1 strictly because of its complicated key bindings. And you have the option in Gothic 2 to ignore whichever bindings Gothic 1 had. Right, let's deal with these. Hopefully not all three of them at once. Alright, forgot to step back, but when you're crowded like that, I have much choice. Seal up a bit. We should have one more goblin in there, after all. Yeah, that's the good shit. Loot time. All them golds. All them shrooms. Of course, give you mana. I think 50. 50, when you get to 50, they give you 5 mana. Apples, let's not forget about apples. I think 25 of them gives you 1 strength. And we'll focus on strength. So, definitely need to transform ourselves into an apple collector ASAP. Let's save again. Should encounter 2 small field raiders up ahead. Try to take them one at a time if possible. Win, 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 win. Yeah, get over here. Alright, one down. You should wait and let them come to you. Step back, bam, bam. Step back, or not. Yeah, that wasn't a good example to follow. Got myself into a bit of a mess. Too cocky for my own good. Now, whoa. Again, one at a time. Alright, that's much better. Yeah, step back, hit. That's the best strategy against field raiders. Was just getting a bit too crowded last time. Should be a pickaxe in here. Alongside some shrooms. Yeah, there it is. And a few potions and a scroll. 0 chests, I think. Yep. Nothing to mine, just to show. Nope. Pickaxe is 30 damage, right? But it's way slower. Even though I'll probably focus later on two-handers, now's not a good time to do that. Let's just stick to the heavy branch we got. And continue to Lester's Valley. Pick up everything we can. A lot of plants in this place. I love this music, by the way. Lester's Valley soundtrack. Now we should deal with a couple of wolves, bloodflies, and rats. 2 scrolls, 2 potions. Again, good loot to have at the start of the game. Definitely need to pick that up. There he is, I can already hear him. And hopefully Lester won't come out attacking like a hero, as he usually does. There we go. Alright, not a scratch. Good start. Could be quite a few of them in this place. At least 4. But all of them are the young specimens, which are easier to deal with. We got no skills, no brains, no muscles, no nothing. Just forgot everything. This boy's got Alzheimer's. Nasty case of it. What a falling, decaying temple can do to a guy. Damn. That was a boar, but no boars are in this valley. They're geographically close, I know that. There's another of those scummy beasts. I love that line in Gothic 2. Ooh, level up. Finally up to level 1 instead of 0. Nice. Blood flies are kind of annoying in Gothic 2. More annoying than in Gothic 1. Again, stepping back is always useful. Especially as dodging is not an option, and neither is blocking. can realistically block attacks from non-NPCs, as far as I remember.
One less monster.
One less, yeah. Exactly. Let's have a chat.
Is that you? Really? Man, am I glad to see you.
Lester, you old dog, you old stone dog.
Lester, how did you get here?
That was a crazy escape. After the barrier exploded, I wandered around the area for a while in total confusion. Then I spent days fighting my way through these woods until I finally found this valley here. Diego, Milton, and Gorn are still in the Valley of Mines. At least, I think so.
What happened?
After the Sleeper was defeated, the entire Brotherhood lost their minds. Without their master, they were all just empty husks.
And you? What about you?
It was the same for me. I had nightmares and even hallucinations. But once my head was more or less clear again, I ran for it. Once, I thought I saw a huge black shadow pounce on a group of fugitives and burn them all up in a giant cloud of fire. At that moment, I really thought a dragon had come to kill me.
Did you see anything else?
No, I took to my heels and ran.
I'm on my way to Corinus. What do you know about the town?
Corinus? Well, it's a seaport. Nothing special. Why do you ask?
I must go and see the paladins who are said to be in town.
Really? They won't even let you into the town. And certainly not to where the paladins are.
Do you have any suggestions how I could get into town?
I certainly do. I worked for an old alchemist named Constantino some time ago. He has great influence in the city, and he's instructed the guards at the gate to let anyone through who can sell him rare herbs. So it's quite easy, really. You collect a large bunch of the plants that grow here all over the place, and then you pretend you're working for Constantino, and in you go. But don't collect a mix of this and that. The guards aren't all that bright, and they know nothing about alchemy. The bundle needs to look good to them if you want to get through. I think that 10 specimens of the same kind of plant should do the trick.
Thanks for the hint.
Gotcha. So that's one way in a town. Just have 10 specimens of the same plant. It's to fool the guards to let us in.
How long have you been hiding out in this valley?
I don't know exactly. A week, maybe? But there's one more thing. When I came here in the evening, I took a look up on the mountain, and there were only a few trees there. And when I looked the next morning, that tower was there. I could have sworn it wasn't there before. Since then, I haven't left the valley.
You mean Zardas's tower? I knew he was powerful, but creating a tower just like that...
Zardas the Necromancer? He lives in that tower? I don't know if I like that.
Don't worry, he's the one who rescued me from the Sleeper's temple. He's on our side. You need to tell Zardas about the shadow. It could be important.
You don't think it was my imagination? You mean there really was a...
Dragon, yes.
You're getting into the thick of it again, am I right?
I shouldn't say in the thick of it, not yet.
Well, good. If it's so important, then I'll go see him. But not now. For the moment, I'm going to rest. I'm still exhausted after the escape from the penal colony. I think you've got big plans. I'll see you later at Zardas's.
Zardas, as Nameless called him. Alright, let's continue exploring. So Lester managed to escape. He seems to be the only one that managed to escape from the Valley of Mines. That means Gorn, Diego, and Milton are still there somewhere. Definitely need to check up on our old friends later on. But that's later on. Let's see if there's anything else to loot or fight around. Definitely a lot of herbs. Just like Zardas, who's occasionally a hard ass, and Lester advised us. And there's a rat. And there should be a cave up ahead with a few rats in it. At least 3 rats. We'll try to take them one by one if possible. Not like this. Alright. Think I got a crit. Hitboxes are a bit all over the place, but you get used to it. It's possible that you'll see a couple of rages later on, but now is not the time. It's possible that there's still a rat in that other part of the cave. Let's see. Let's just be prepared. Yep, there you go. A bit of delay input as usual. You'll see that quite a lot, especially as I'm unskilled in one-handed. Plants, right? Some plants, right? Definitely useful plants. And a rusty sword, which requires 30 strength, I think, right? Yeah. We won't mess around with that just yet. Let's put this on. Build a force. Just need to remember to take it off when we're learning strength. We're back. 50 coins. God damn, useful. All right, we're done with Lester's Valley. Let's just get back up and head to Corinus with a few stops on our way. Oh, you killed a wolf. That's why there were just a few of them, a couple of them. As usual, Lester gets aggroed easily in this valley by all sorts. But he'll be out of it, I think, in chapter 2 or 3. I know for a fact he'll be out in chapter 3 because he welcomes you once you get out of the Valley of Mines. But in chapter 2, I can't remember if he gets out and just hangs around in front of Zardass's tower. Possibly. Such a nice soundtrack. You can quite well fall asleep to it. Same goes for Gothic 1 and Gothic 3. Just sprinkle a bit of rain sounds on top and boom. Yeah. Up ahead should be Cavalorn alongside a couple of goblins, but he's fighting them already. Don't want to get involved in that. He's one of the best monsters around. He's quite skilled, so if I have any issues, definitely make short work of them. Should be a rusty axe. Yeah. It? And before we talk to Kevlar, let's just loot everything. Coins, heavy branch, room, a chest. Not much in it, but oh, health potion, that's definitely useful in the first chapter. Gives me all them potions. Should be at least a scroll and a potion here, a bit hidden. Yep. Nice. Let's just have a look what's our money situation right now. 25, 164. God damn.
Hey,
Ooh, Cavaloran's face is different. Nice. His nose is kind of humongous, but yeah, interesting.
Trouble? Damn. I don't know where they're all hiding. You kill one, and shortly afterwards, they're all back again. Wait a moment. I know you. You're the fellow who was constantly baking arrows for me in the Valley of Mines.
Definitely remember. Your name is Kevaloran, right?
Your name is Cavalorn, right?
Ah, I see you haven't forgotten me after all we went through in the cursed colony. Where are you heading?
We haven't got through that much, and if I remember correctly, I didn't do much with you and Gothic one except trade. To the city.
To the city.
Well, well, to the city, eh? You may run into problems with the guards. They aren't letting just anyone in anymore, since the area here is swarming with bandits. In the past few days, one of those former psionics from the Valley of Mines came by here. He said he constantly goes in and out of Corinus. He went into the valley below the big tower. There must be a way in there somewhere near the waterfall. Maybe you should talk to the fellow.
So the third, actually the second hint that we should go to that hidden valley and talk to someone. Very useful if you've skipped Lester or didn't know where to find Lester in the first place. Kevlar also gives you a hint. And that's also super useful because Lester has the advice that you should have 10 specimens of a plant. That should help you to get into the city. Thanks, Cav.
Interesting armor you're wearing. Don't you belong to the Shadows anymore?
Shadows? They haven't existed since the fall of the barrier. The moment we could finally leave the Valley of Mines, there was no reason for me to stick with them. Now I work for the Water Mages. I belong to the Ring of Water.
So Kevlar not only plays for the Cleveland Cavaliers, he also plays for the Ring of Water. Nice.
What are you doing here?
I'm sitting tight. If it hadn't been for these damn bandits, I wouldn't be here.
I like that line. I'm sitting tight. I don't give a shit right now, man. I'm good.
Tell me more about the Ring of Water.
I'm not really allowed to talk about it. All I can do is send you to Vatras. He is the representative of the Water Mages in Corinus. The best thing would be to talk to him. Tell him you've come from me. Maybe he'll take you on as one of us. We urgently need more good people.
Well, I'm good people, and Vatras incidentally is the only water mage we haven't met.
Weren't you and your people enemies of the Water Mages back then?
Those crazy old days are over. There isn't any more new camp or old camp. Now that the penal colony no longer exists, everyone is on his own. Most of us former prisoners are still being hunted. The Water Mages were able to get my sentence commuted, and now I can move about freely.
What are the Water Mages doing now?
They're up to something big. It has to do with an unknown region of the island.
An unknown region? Where is it supposed to be?
I can't tell you more. Talk to Vatras in Corinus.
I'll definitely remember that.
What was that about bandits?
Have you slept through the last few weeks?
Huh?
I'm talking about all the riffraff from the penal colony that are making themselves at home here in the area, plundering and murdering for all they're worth. I guess I'm lucky they didn't kill me. I let down my guard for one moment, and they clubbed me from behind. No idea how I'll get all my stuff back now.
You were robbed by
I
the
have
bandits?
an idea.
Yes, they beat me down and tossed me to the goblins for lunch. It was damned important stuff. A letter and all my money. I absolutely have to get it back. But without someone to watch my back, I'm not going back there. That cowardly rabble.
Can I help you with the bandits?
Maybe. But as scrawny as you look, you surely haven't held a proper sword in your hand for weeks. Well, I don't have any choice but to take your offer. My time is running out. So, pay attention. Down this path here, you'll find one of those filthy holes in the ground that bandits like to hide in. The fellows there are the same ones who stole my stuff. Let me know when you're ready, and we'll nab the rabble.
I need better equipment.
Those swine haven't left me much. I can give you a wolf knife. Will that do for now?
You call that a knife? But what about healing?
I still have 2 healing potions here. Interested?
Sure,
Give him here. Call that a knife? That's a tricky weapon because deals a lot more damage, 30, but it has the least range. The one-handed weapons in the game. I think it's the smallest. So yeah, it doesn't have much reach to it. But it's definitely useful because you can't wield anything else and deal 30 damage. Anyway, I think that's enough for today. Thanks for sticking by. Hope you'll continue watching next few ones. I'm excited for them as well. And take care. See ya.